it's on everybody's ears. Everyone's talking about it. Every time I flip on Twitch, it comes up. Hasan Piker bought a $2.3 million house. Oh my God. I don't understand the uproar. I think the arguments from the right about him preaching socialism and then buying a house are in bad faith. I think it's a bad faith argument. I think that those on the left complaining don't understand the fact that we do still live in a capitalist society, even if we have socialist leanings, and we still have to be able to exist in that framework. Otherwise, we'd all starve to death. Because we couldn't take a job that paid us money. We couldn't have property. We couldn't own a home. We couldn't do anything. At least if we're talking about, you know, the truest form of government-sanctioned capital, socialism, you know. So that's why I'm sitting here like, why are we complaining? He's one of us, and he made a success out of himself. I don't know what he spends his other money on. And I'm not going to say he couldn't have gotten a cheaper home in L.A. He could have moved somewhere else. He could have gotten a less expensive home, I'm sure. I don't think that if you're stuck in a society that is a certain way, that their economy runs a certain way, and you have differing viewpoints, I don't understand why that means that you don't get to participate in that economy anymore. And the whole canceling of things, it goes back to something I said on my first cast, and it's something that drives me nuts. It's more of the left cannibalizing itself. We do it over and over and over and over again. We find every reason imaginable to just find something that is wrong or something that doesn't pass a purity test. And all of a sudden, you're cast out. And it's like, well, what if that person didn't stop believing those beliefs? What if this purity test is kind of bullshit, you know? And I don't get that. I don't get the purity test. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's kind of the nature of the beast, I guess, when, you know, you put yourself out there online. You know, I mean, there's always going to be an element of criticism. There's always going to be people that are going to question what you do, you know, based off of what you say, you know. But there comes a time where you got to just say, fuck them, you know, be who you're going to be. And whatever that is for Hasan, you know, all the more power to him. He may have some reason he did what he did. We don't know. I mean, everybody wants a nice house, but there may be other things going on. We have no idea. So why don't we play a little wait and see and let him work his shit out? You know, he's a fucking adult. I don't know why everybody's up in his business anyways. Now, if he was just hoarding mass amounts of money like he got Bezos rich and like he could actually do some major good in the world and spread that around and or create co-ops and do more things like that, then I'd be like, hey, okay, all right on, dude. You go do that. And if you're not going to do that, then get the fuck out, you know. Well, get the fuck out, but, you know, you're definitely not about the cause at that point, right? So I'm not altogether happy with how the left's treating him about that, and I really don't like how the left treat each other in general. I think we're way too hard on each other. We just are. It's a bad place to be. I have these funny old adages that I remember getting from my dad and grandma when I was a kid. One of those was that every time you point the finger at someone else, there's 4 pointing right back at you. Well, there's really 3. But, you know, there's some truth in that. Like, you know, a lot of the stuff that people get upset about is a deflection of their own insecurities. And I think it's a waste of time. I just think we need to let people be. And people's views and opinions can be malleable too, you know. It's not like he went out and, you know, murdered people or did something awful or got in trouble for assault or some shit like that, you know. All he did was buy himself a house. People think, you know, having a few $1 million means that you're a big baller. It really doesn't. Not in the States. Money doesn't go as far as it used to.